Good morning, children. Today we'll begin the topic, the balance of payments. The balance of payments. Write down a definition. The balance of payments, which is abbreviated as BOP, definition. BOP records the transactions in goods, services, and assets between the residents of a country with the rest of the world for a specified time period, normally a year. There are two main accounts in BOP, that is the current account, and second is capital account. Current account and capital account. Okay, first one. Current account is the record of trade in goods and services and transfer payments components of current account. Components of current account. First is visible trade. Visible trade, oblique is a slash, visible items. Children, understand before you write what is the meaning of visible? Something which can be seen. Okay. So you write down now, visible items include all types of physical goods exported and imported. Visible items can be seen, touched, and measured as they pass through ports and across borders. Through ports and across borders. So this category includes all merchandise exports, all merchandise exports and imports for example, trade in physical products, finished products like clothes, machineries, cars, etc. Now, a very important point. All export of visible goods, all exports of visible goods are recorded as positive items as these increase the flow of foreign exchange, into the country, and all imports of visible goods are recorded as negative items as these cause the flow of foreign exchange out of the country. Over here we get a term which is BOT, balance of trade. BOT, BOT is equal to value of visible items, minus value of visible. Here instead of items we write exports. The value of visible exports minus value of visible imports. Balance of trade is the value of visible exports minus value of visible imports. Visible exports minus value of visible imports. Second point, second component. Invisible trade / invisible items. The second component of the current account is invisible trade / invisible items. Now, invisible items include all types of services like shipping, banking, insurance, etc. These are invisible as they cannot be seen or touched at ports or border crossing. Exports of services are recorded as positive. Exports of services are recorded as positive items, and payments received from these services and payments received by these services are put on the credit side. Import of services are recorded as negative items, and payments made to foreigners and payments made to foreigners for these services are put on the debit side. Third component, unilateral transfers. Unilateral transfers. Unilateral transfers. Now, what are unilateral transfers? These are those receipts, write down, these are those receipts and payments which take place without any service in return. These are one-sided. These are one-sided transactions and include gifts, donations, remittances, remittances, remittances to and from foreigners. Receipts of unilateral transfers. Receipts of unilateral transfers are recorded as positive items and put on the credit side. and payments of unilateral transfers, are recorded as negative items and put on the debit side. And the fourth component is incomes. Incomes are classified into investment income and compensation of employees. Incomes are classified into investment income and components of employees. The investment income includes interest, dividends, profits, etc. And compensation includes wages and salaries. Income received by the residents of a country. Income received by the residents of a country from foreigners are recorded on the credit side. While payments made by the residents of the country to the rest of the world for labor services, and capital services are recorded on the debit side. So these were the four main components of the current account, including visible trades, that is exports and imports, invisible trades, unilateral transfers, and incomes. Now we come to the second, capital account, second part of the balance of payments. Capital account. Capital account records all such transactions between the residents of a country and the rest of the world which may cause changes in brackets, increase or decrease, changes, brackets, increase or decrease in the assets or liability status of the residents of a country or its governments. Now we come to components of capital account. Components of capital account. First is investments. Investments from the rest of the world in shares of Indian companies, in real estate, etc., are recorded as credits because they lead to an inflow of foreign exchange. And investments by Indian residents in shares of foreign companies, comma, real estate, etc., are recorded as debit because they lead to the outflow of foreign exchange. Second, borrowings and lendings. All borrowings from the rest of the world by the private sector government and the repayment of loans by foreigners are recorded as credits as they lead to an inflow of foreign exchange. And all lending to abroad by the private sector, government, and repayment of loan to abroad are recorded as debit, because they lead to the outflow of foreign exchange. And the third component is Change in foreign exchange reserve. Change in foreign exchange reserves. In brackets, you can write official reserve transactions. Official reserve transactions. This you write down. The transactions carried out by monetary authorities of a country which causes changes in the official reserves are termed as official reserve transactions. This we come to the end of the three components in capital account. Now, children, in the examinations, differences between current account, capital account is asked, or you may be asked to find either the current account or the capital account usually, but questions do come on the board on this topic, balance of payments, differences between current account and capital account. So when you are going to do a difference in the capital and current account, do it in a tabular form where you can give the meaning as the first difference. What is the meaning of capital account? What is the meaning of current account? Then what are the components? The second difference would be the components of the current and the capital account. Then what would be the effect? Where are each shown? All that has to be brought out in the differences. Depending on the weightage of the question, you can answer that. Normally it comes maybe a 3-mark question. Okay, for a 3-mark question, you don't need to write everything in detail. But yes, if it's a 4-mark, 6 marks question, then you will answer that in detail. Okay, now till here we stop for this morning because I want to talk to you about your term 1 examination as well. So we will stop here and we'll continue this topic, rest of the topic tomorrow.